So I asked a question on Twitter yesterday, and after I asked it, I'm like, yo, I should make a video about this because I feel like this would be a good time to talk about it. Since in the next few months, we'll probably find out who will be on the cover of NBA 2K18. Why not make a video talking about it now and letting you guys put your opinions in the comments down below? So yesterday, I actually tweeted, who do you guys think the cover athlete of 2K18 will be? And we got a ton of responses, over 100 responses, so you guys were definitely eager to let me know what you guys think on Twitter at NickTheBullsFan. If you want to follow me on there, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, you guys were eager to let your thoughts be heard, and I was hearing a bunch of people say Russell Westbrook. He was probably the person I saw typed out the most. We also got a few Giannis Antetokounmpos, a few Kawhi Leonards. I saw his name a good amount. Joel Embiid a little bit. Karl-Anthony Towns a lot, and the Karl-Anthony Towns would make sense. Right now, I'm just going over what you guys said, and then I'm going to go over my thoughts. We also had a lot of James Hardens, Westbrook, Kyrie, or Embiid. Isaiah Thomas, he got a ton of votes. Someone said Dirk. That's not going to happen. Westbrook or Harden, that makes sense. Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, I saw a few of those. Carmelo Anthony, I don't really see that happening, but a few people commented that. But to be honest, the person I saw typed out the most would probably be Russell Westbrook, and that makes sense. He's like the triple-double king right now. Everyone is hot on Russell Westbrook, and he's an amazing player, really fun to watch. Since Durant left, everyone just freaking loves Westbrook, which I really enjoy watching Westbrook as well. I don't blame you guys for loving Westbrook. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about what you guys had to say, and now I'm gonna break it down into my opinions. So personally, I think Russell Westbrook would be a great choice, and it wouldn't surprise me if he was the cover athlete. But if I had to bet on it, I would bet that he isn't going to be the cover athlete, just because he was on the cover of NBA Live 16 and he's on the cover of the NBA Live mobile app right now. And I don't know, while it has happened before where players have went from one franchise to the other, like Kevin Durant was on the cover of NBA Elite 11 when that game was about to come out. It was just like a demo, and then they never actually released it. But as you can see on the screen, Kevin Durant was on the cover of that, and then Kevin Durant ended up being on the cover of NBA 2K16 or 2K15. I'm sorry, I said 16 right there, but yeah, Kevin Durant ended up being on the cover of 2K15. So it's not unheard of for them to switch off. Like Kyrie Irving was on the cover of NBA Live 14, and now he's actually a part of Team 2K. So he's definitely switched from Live to 2K, and I believe Kyrie was actually a part of one of NBA 2K's live streams. I think it was him and J.R. Smith. They were on the live stream with Ronnie. So yeah, he's definitely like has a good relationship with 2K, and there's a bunch of players who have good relationships with 2K. Obviously, everyone who is a part of the Team 2K has a good relationship with them. We'll just break it down from all the guys on Team 2K who has the chance of being a cover athlete. First and foremost, Paul George is not going to be the cover athlete 2 years in a row. There's no reason for him to be the cover athlete again. Like, he's had a decent season, but nothing too incredible. So Paul George out of the picture. Kevin Durant, he's already been on the cover of 2K. With him going to the Warriors, I don't really see them putting him on the cover when he has 4 other All-Stars around him. Same with Draymond Green, 3 other All-Stars around him. Like, I don't really see it happening, him being on the cover. Andre Drummond, the Pistons aren't that good. He hasn't had an incredible season, so I don't really see that happening. So these 4 guys out of the picture instantly. I don't really think there's a chance for any of those guys to be on the cover. Then we have Kyrie Irving, Jimmy Butler, and Karl-Anthony Towns. And all 3 of them, I feel like there's a chance. Kyrie Irving is an up-and-coming star in the NBA. He was a beast in the finals last year. A ton of people love him. He has a good relationship with 2K. He has a signature shoe. I know they like having all those deals with Nike, stuff like that. 2K looks for stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kyrie was on the cover of 2K. Jimmy Butler, he's had an incredible year for the Bulls now. Only problem with that is the Bulls are kind of bad, but the Pacers were bad last year and Paul George was still on the cover. He has a good relationship with 2K. He is an incredible story, and this is a big part of it because 2K usually likes to make the cover athlete, well, in the past they've liked to make the cover athlete have some sort of story, and Jimmy Butler has an incredible story. If you haven't heard it before, it's similar to the story of Michael Orr's, where his mom basically kicked him out when he was in his teens. I think he was 13, and then he was homeless for a little bit, living with friends for a little bit, and he ended up finding a family to live with. So he has a really good story, and maybe they'll try to base my career off of that. I could see them possibly doing that. So Jimmy Butler, even though I am biased, he is my favorite player. I feel like there's a chance. Would I bet that he's going to be on the cover? No, but there is a chance. And next we have Karl-Anthony Towns, who 2K has an incredible relationship with. They had him in the mocap with D'Angelo Russell. He's friends with Ronnie. Well, Ronnie likes to say that, but yeah, they apparently have a good relationship with Ronnie. And he is on the cover of the My NBA 2K17 mobile app right now. Paul George was on the cover of it last year, and now he's on the cover of 2K. So maybe that's the cycle. Maybe that's how that's going to be. I don't know, but I say there's a good chance. Not a good chance, but there is a chance that Karl-Anthony Towns will be on the cover of 2K. Then we have the next group of guys, the guys who were on previous covers but didn't have a cover on their own. That is Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, and James Harden. Obviously, these three guys shared the cover back in 2K16. And first and foremost, Steph Curry being on the cover of 2K18, I don't really see it. I don't really think it would make much sense. Like, if you wanted him to have his own cover, it would have been this year when he had an incredible year last year. Like, yes, he's having a decent season this year, but it's not nearly as magical as he had last year. So I don't really think it would make that much sense to have Steph Curry on his own cover for 2K18. Next two, we have Anthony Davis and James Harden, both of which I feel are deserving to have their own cover. They've had incredible years, incredible players. More so James Harden over Anthony Davis. James Harden is probably the MVP frontrunner right now, and I could see 2K possibly following the storyline of him being the sixth man on OKC to being probably an MVP this year. So I could see Harden being on the cover. I feel like there's definitely a chance for that. And Anthony Davis, I feel like there's a chance for that as well. Another guy who makes sense is Joel Embiid. He didn't start playing basketball till the age of 15, and I could see them possibly wanting to have him on the cover since everyone seems to love him. He is definitely an up-and-coming player. He's had a really good season, and yeah, I could definitely see them putting him on the cover. Now, there's also a chance that 2K like throws it back and does something like this. Obviously, this isn't real. This is just someone made it, and shout out to them. The art looks pretty good, but yeah, the Jordan and Kobe cover, that would be pretty dope. Here's a Damian Lillard cover. I don't really see that happening, but I guess it's a possibility. This Kyrie Irving cover looks really good, and I could see him being on the cover. Kawhi Leonard also, there's a chance he will be on the cover. Jimmy Butler, this is for 2K17, but as I already said, he has a chance of being on the cover. And yeah, I've talked about a lot of players today. There's probably been a few guys I've left out. Haven't talked about LeBron, but he's been on the cover before. I don't really see him being on the cover again. Maybe they'll do some like Tim Duncan Kobe joint. I don't know. They already did a Kobe joint. They've never really done anything for Tim Duncan. They could do like the three-player up-and-coming cover like they did in the past. Maybe do like Karl-Anthony Towns, Giannis, and Joel Embiid. Three players like that. I don't really know. You guys could let me know what you think in the comments down below, though. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Just tell me who you think is going to be on the cover of NBA 2K18. If whoever ends up being on the cover wasn't mentioned in this video, I'm going to feel like a complete idiot. So yeah, we will end up seeing. This is all just speculation. I love talking to you guys about this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.